Well, everything's finished. Whitby Town 3, Morpeth Town 1 this evening. You've mentioned last few weeks about not converting chances in that first time, particularly really clinical in front of goal.
Yeah, very, very strong first half from us. I think that pretty much killed the game, that performance in the first half, and 3 great goals from our point of view, and it's stopped the rot. So I'm really, really happy with it.
Yeah, and the first goal really came as a result of a fantastic kicking from Shane Bland, and I suppose benefit of the fact there wasn't a wind swelling around for a change this evening.
Brilliant, yeah, music's my ears, and obviously seeing no wind, I knew it was going to be a pretty even game of football really, and the conditions weren't going to spoil it. So, but yeah, great from Blandy, that's what we work on. We do it a lot. Stephen Walker's occupied the centre half. It's obviously gone over his head, and Max, to be fair to the kid, he's still got a lot to do, and he's finished it decisively.
Yeah, and it's also sort of key moments to work, because it did seem early on that Morpeth looked sort of set to defend quite deep, which would have frustrated you perhaps, but you know, on 3 occasions where you've really been able to get in behind and been clinical with them.
Yeah, it's just a system that we play, and you know, the confidence we give the lads to go play. I don't think it was by design Morpeth did that. I just think we overloaded the midfield. We had plenty of combinations in there. They were struggling to get near us. We were patient, we picked the right passes, decision we make was generally good. So, you know, credit to us on that. Northborough are the good team. They showed that in the second half. They come out all guns blazing, but I just think tonight in the first half we'd have been too good for anybody tonight.
Yeah, and the second goal from Aaron Haslam, it was one of those really where it felt invited for him, and he was sort of just urging to shoot it, imagine, there from the dugout.
Still a lot to do. I've been urging the lads to shoot more. We've got to shoot more. We've got to have that instinct to not try and walk goals into the back of the net. And Aswell's come back into the side tonight, and he's had a few strikes, and that was one of them. And he's wrong-footed the keeper, but fair play to the kid. His attitude's been brilliant, and he had a great performance as well.
Yeah, and the third goal right at the stroke of half-time, once again Stephen Walker sort of benefit. You know, time was run perfectly there. Second time it happened, we're rounding Dan Lawson and just about keeping it play, virtually walking it in.
Still a lot to do. I think it's great for Steve, it's great for his confidence. He makes them runs time and time again. We don't see those runs enough, if I'm being honest. But it was a great move. It was a great pass. I think it was from Colby. And in those situations, Stephen's super composed. And like you say, he's pretty much walked the ball into the back of net. But you know, for him again, it'll do him the world of good. Give him a load of confidence. But you know, it was unfortunate we had to bring him off 5 minutes in the second half. He's been suffering with a bit of illness, but it's more minutes in the legs for him.
Yeah, and into the second half, Morpeth, as you'd expect, did come out a bit more out them sort of an attacking sense. But Whitby, you know, couldn't themselves had a fourth before Morpeth got that goal back for Max Howell's fantastic save from the keeper.
Yeah, I think we've just been a little bit too overconfident at 3-0. You know, you want to keep the ball, but we probably did it in the wrong areas. Well, we did do it in the wrong areas, and we created pressure on ourselves really. But as I've been saying over the last few weeks, it's a learning curve for young boys. They've got to learn why they're on the job. And Morpeth tonight, I think second half they were excellent. They put pressure on us. It was a very, very poor goal from our point of view. And goals change games. As much as, you know, we're still winning 3-1, it gave Morpeth a little bit of a leg up, and they applied the pressure. But I've got to say, from our lads' point of view, they kept the shape really well. They've defended like Trojans, and we've seen how the game pretty well in the end.
Yeah, and I suppose the other disappointing aspect we've seen Harrison Beedon get that red card. Obviously, he made the mistake initially, tried to sort of redeem himself, and a shame for him personally, because he was on course to play every minute this season as well as that one.
Yeah, listen, it's unfortunate. You know, again, I've just mentioned about us playing in the wrong areas. We've played a ball into a centre half. He's not really scanned his area enough. Guys come in on the blind side and nicked it off him. You've just got to be a little bit better than that. And you know, unfortunately for Harrison, like you said, he's going to miss at least a game, I think. But you know, it is what it is. Ben Beals has come back, gives us an opportunity to get Ben in the team. But listen, with 10 men, I think we've done relatively well against, like I say, again, a good Morpeth team.
Yeah, and you've already touched on it there, but you know, obviously Ben Beals coming on as the extra centre half, and you know, when Harrison was sent off, there's still quite a good chunk of the game to play, and you know, Whitby didn't just defend; they did try and have a go for a fourth themselves. Yeah,
we did. We were always on the counter attack when you've got like Max and Junior, the pace that they've got. But one thing I will say about Ben Beals, you know, he picked up a little injury against Ashton. He's been out a couple of weeks. He's come back in. His communication levels are outstanding. It's like it's like he's been in the team all season. It's great for him because you can see that he's a leader. And there's a couple of decent headers and last-ditch tackles in there from him as well. So, fair play to him, and I'm looking forward to getting the next couple of games into him as well.
And just looking at those 2 games, first up it's Bamber Bridge on the road this Saturday, a final away trip of the season. I'm sure on the back of tonight, just trying to build up some momentum going to that cup final.
Yeah, listen, we needed this tonight. We've been on a bad run, albeit barring 1 or 2 poor performances. Performances have generally been strong for us between the boxes. We've done that again tonight. It's the way we play, but we have been more clinical, and the goals have helped us into the position that we have. So we're looking forward to taking that into to Bamber. A second last game of the season before we know it'll be over. We want to finish the season strong, and fingers crossed. There's 2 strong performances to come, and that starts next Saturday.
Thank you very much, Nathan.